Welcome, one all, and all one welcome. I think I nailed that. I think I did. So, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. As some of you guys are probably hitting the unsubscribe button with that kind of a welcome. But anyway, a little bit of a tractor update. I'm just a seeding away here, okay? This is it, you guys. You're looking at it, okay? You're looking at it. Every day. Like 16, 18 hours a day. Up and back, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, up and back, sideways, sideways, round and around and around and around and around and around we go. Around and around and around and around and around and around we go. And then up and back, 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 and then try and find the truck. Try and find the truck. You load, you go back, you lost where you left off. You go round and round and round and round, and then you're like, oh, up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back. Okay, so anyway, you guys get the idea. That's what I'm doing. So, we had a little surprise today. And I don't mean the kind of surprise when you open up your lunch kit and you're like, oh, baby, it's going to be a good day. No, not that kind of surprise. Although, I will mention that my lunch kit was fully loaded and it was awesome. So, but no, anyway, the surprise, hold on, every time I'm on this thing, my radio goes off because we were always chirping all the time. Something got dropped off on the corner of the field, probably, I don't know, 3 hours ago, give or take. And, we'll have to check out what that is tomorrow. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already excited about it. And, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do with my drill situation or anything, but something got dropped off on the corner of the field, and I look forward to showing you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, let's do a Q&A. You guys are like, Mike, I didn't ask you any questions. Well, some of you guys have on the comments. And speaking of the comments, I just want to point out that you guys are so awesome and commenting all the time that I actually can't keep up anymore. I have tried. I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning and I start replying to comments. I'm like, boom, 50 more. And I'll do that till 1 o'clock in the morning. I do that when I'm even going to the bathroom, for goodness sakes. I'm always trying to respond to you guys' comments. You guys are overwhelming me, which is awesome. Thank you for that. But anyway, the number one question that I get asked all the time, and I'm always responding to it. So I'm just going to respond on here. Have you or would you be interested in trying a versatile Delta track? Well, the answer is I have not tried a versatile Delta track. I have absolutely nothing against the versatile Delta track other than its Cummins engine. Now, don't hate on me. Hey, take it easy there, okay? Take it easy there. The Cummins engine, I like Cummins engines, all right? I have nothing against Cummins engines, but this Cummins engine in this particular John Deere tractor, and yes, I know it's with John Deere software, and yes, I get it. But that being said, it has kind of soured me off of the Cummins engine for right now, okay? I'm sure those versatiles, I'm sure those things pull like a mule. But as of right now, I'm going to take a pass on one. We'll see what the future holds, but right now I'm going to take a pass. Next question. Have you tried, or would you be willing to try, high-speed seeding? Well, disc drills, I guess, is probably about as high speed as I've been, because you can seed a little faster with a disc drill versus a hoe drill, which is what I have. And it did not stand up well in our soil, and we have the wrong soil for disc drills, apparently, because it just does not close in very well. Yes, I know there's some different options you can get. You can get these different closing wheels. You can get this little thing that goes in the trench that kind of pulls the dirt in. Yeah, I get all that. But it did not hold up well at all. It was extremely high maintenance. So our soil is incredible. Look at that. See that? That's a perfect example of our soil. I want you guys to get a good look at that. You guys seeing that? Are you guys seeing that? That is what we call a rock pile. Now, all that is just pure rock. There is no even dirt in that. That's just pure rock. Some of that rock has actually been picked by what we call the old timers who first settled here. They picked it by hand on a stone boat and horse. Look at over here. Another big rock pile. You see that one? You see that one, you guys? Look at this. You're like, yeah, Mike, okay, I get it. I get it, Mike, you got rocks. No, I don't think you understand. We have rocks. You see that? High speed anything. High speed anything does not like that. Low speed anything does not like that. We have very abrasive soil. You can put a cultivator shovel on or a point on and we'll burn that puppy off. Even with carbide tips, we'll burn those puppies off in one season. One season down here. So, anything, if you're going to put it in the dirt and you're going to go fast and you're going to hit clinkety, 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 clink, yeah, it's going to be toast in like no time flat. So, to answer your question, we're really not the area to do high speed. But good question though. So, next question. Who is Ashton? Well, Ashton is my fiance. Ashton is the girl who's been in some of my videos. And the other question is, Mike, how come Ashton isn't in more of your videos? Well, another really good question. Let's just say baby steps, people. Baby steps. Ashton is not a big fan of the camera. She does not really like the camera. She does not like the camera in her face. And, hold on here. I gotta unplug my phone here because it's getting a little bit, I'm getting tangled. She's not a big fan of the camera. Okay, guys? I'm trying to warm her up to that, but let's just take baby steps. See all that rock down there? Look at that. Isn't that beauty? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Don't you love those corner posts? You gotta give John Deere credit, you know? You gotta give him credit. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just realized that this was Ashton's line, so my line wasn't setting up on it, so I had to quickly recenter my line and drop my drill on the ground, and everything was all happening so quickly I was losing control. So anyway, as I was saying about the corner post, and this corner post, like, wouldn't it be kind of cool to be able to see the edge of your drill? Hello? Hello? You gotta give John Deere credit where credit is due. Not just any company can use the same cab for everything other than a combine. Is this thing on their gator? It might even be on their gator, you guys. You don't even know that for sure. Okay, I'm just poking fun. It's not on their gator. But, so anyway, what are some other questions you guys have? It's Question Friday. Actually, I don't think it's Friday. It might be Thursday. I actually don't know what day it is. Oh, my tractor's gonna die here. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, that was the other question. They're like, Mike, you gotta let your tractor lug down between that 19 and 1700 RPM. Some people have even said 1500 RPM to get all your torque out. John Deere actually contacted me and said that the best torque curve is about 1850. Now, be that as it may, if you let this thing lug down to that 1500 RPM on a hill, well, you're already screwed, good sir. And you know why? Why, Michael? Well, because it takes so long for this thing to shift down that by the time you need to drop one gear, you're going to stall in 3 seconds, and it's going to take you 4 seconds to drop the second gear. And by that time, you need to drop 3 gears. So you're already sewered by that good point, good sir. So thank you. It was a really good question, though. Yep. Let's do some shifting, eh? I think so. So right now, we're in 8th gear, 5.2. That's a little bit on the fast side. Oh, that's the other thing. Mike, why don't you go faster? Pull that thing faster. Well, actually, guys, 5 miles an hour is probably pretty fast. I bet you that's probably the high side. Some guys only seed 4.5. If you're seeding canola, you're probably going to be down to 3.5. Why? Because they throw too much dirt. You see all that dirt that's getting thrown around in there? You see that? It throws too much dirt. Okay? You're throwing dirt on top of the other row. That's why. Oh, that's a speed goat. Those are antelope, not to be confused with deer. See them? There's 5 of them. So, we got a John Deere. We're gonna race a speed goat. Come on, please. Come on, race me. Come on! Come on! Oh, was it something I said? Oh, now there's a male. Check that out. See that? Right there. Got the antlers. And that's what they look like. They're basically like a goat-looking thing. I'm gonna honk my horn. Actually, I don't even know if I have a horn. It's not honking if it is. We have lots of wildlife out here. We've got antelope. We've got whitetail. We've got muleys. We've got moose. I have not seen any elk, but I have definitely seen moose. There is some cougars roaming around. I have not seen one myself. What else? A little bit about our environment. We have gophers. We hate them. They are a menace. You're like, oh, Mike, they're so cute. They're so cute, Michael. You must love those little gophers so very much. No, I hate them. Would you like to have rats in your garden? No. That's like having rats in your garden. Exactly. You wouldn't want that. I don't want that, so don't want that for me, okay? Anything else you guys have to ask? I already said that we can't pull these things fast. 5 mile an hour is max speed. Around here, it's big and slow. We are, with this 84 foot, we're trying to do around that 50 acres an hour, give or take. That's probably not average, though, because we got to go around sloughs, and we got to turn, and we got to do all these things. Oh, I got a phone call. Got to take it. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to take that call, but I might have another surprise for you guys, other than the one that just got dropped off today. And maybe I might have another surprise on top of the other surprise, other than the one that just got dropped off today. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, so that way, when I make a video, it dings across your phone, and it's like, Mike put out a video, and most likely it's probably going to be 16 hours delayed, because it seems like every time I want to watch one of Brian's videos, it comes across my phone, and I get so overly excited. I'm like, woohoo! And I realized he put it out about 11 hours ago. So, I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but we're living in the past. All right, we're living in the past. So anyway, a little bit more about my neck of the woods down here is we have lots of coyotes, basically, aka wild dogs. Also a menace. We have fox. We got foxes. Foxes. No, Mike, it's not foxes. It's foxen. No, it's not foxen. That's like goosen. We got goosen. No, Mike, it's geese. Okay, it's geese. And you don't have oxen. No, Mike. Sorry. Anyway, I'm losing my mind. Why? We're trying to do a video. Anyway, we do not have oxen. Oh, guys, you have no idea. You got no idea. I know, I can't see out them either. They're so freaking scratched. I can't, everything's closed, and I can't go put new glasses on. I can't get new glasses. I want to go and get new glasses. You know why? I got to get some funky ones. You know how Justin Timberlake, he brought sexy back? I'm going to bring farming back. Yeah, I should probably never say that again. But anyway, so what else we got? We really don't have much for rattler snakes around here. We don't really have much for wolves, and we don't have bears. So that's pretty much all we got. We don't have wild pigs. Up in northern Saskatchewan, I think they're getting some wild pigs, wild boars, or whatever they are, but we don't have those either. So we just have a lot of mosquitoes, and I don't know how, because normally we get so much wind. I don't know how they can ever, like, I think we get Alberta's mosquitoes on a daily basis because the wind blows them in. Our winds are prominently always out of the west. We always get west winds. If we get a strong southeast wind, that means there's a storm coming. And I don't know about you guys, but I love storms. I love storms. The bigger the lightning, the bigger the thunder, the bigger everything. Other than hail, I hate hail, guys. Hail's bad. Don't like hail. We don't really get any tornadoes around here. Just really big dust devils. That's about it. No earthquakes. Could you imagine if we had an earthquake out here? You wouldn't notice it. You would never know you had an earthquake, other than maybe it knocked your lawn chair over and you'd be like, well, one day we'll rebuild. Otherwise, you'd never know it. We don't really get floods, obviously. We're a long ways away from the ocean. And hurricanes are something that we can only think about. We only watch that on TV. But one thing we can get down here is we can get fires. Because we get so much wind, and typically we're always quite dry, we can get fires. Now, every farmer has their own fire wagon. It could be a half-made up thing with a tank on it and a pump, or it can be a really elaborate, like, fire truck. Just depends. So everybody has typically a firefighting piece or a piece of equipment, and if there's a fire, it's like, boom, all farmers on deck, all people on deck. It's just Everyone shuts down what they're doing, seeding, combine, spraying, it doesn't matter. You shut down and you go fight the fire. Because if you don't go fight the fire, then don't expect them to shut down to come fight your fire. And everyone has fires. It's a very serious thing. And it can be quite devastating because it can get going with the wind and it can destroy crop, buildings, houses, you name it. Not trees, really, because you guys are pretty much looking at 1/3 of all of our trees down here. All right, I'm going to stop boring you. So a couple other questions I see that have come up quite often is, Mike, have you ever tried the Xerion? And would you, if you have not? I actually have tried the Xerion. I was looking at that prior to the Fendt a few years ago. I demoed that with a 40-foot Lemken. I think it was a 40-foot Lemken. And to be honest, I wasn't big fans of either. I wasn't big fans of either. The Lemken, I found that was drifting too much because we have either soft soil or hard soil. And when it was in the soft soil, it was digging in good. And it was on the harder soil, not so much. So it was actually dog tracking like this because it was too light, I thought. And the Xerion, I actually thought the Fendt rode better and pulled better, actually, to be honest with you. Now, this was probably back in 2016, 2015, 2016, something like that, just before the 1000 series come out. So it's been a little while. I'm not saying that about the new ones. As far as the other question, Mike, do you watch other YouTubers? The answer is pretty much no. The only guy that I typically tune in for is Brian's farming videos because he's awesome. And I like that dude. So it's a good thing that we live a long distance apart because I'm pretty sure we'd be getting ourselves into some pretty serious trouble. Like, I'm pretty sure he's got some pretty fast cars kicking around there. Him and his dad, perhaps, you know. Like, I'm not saying we would do anything illegal. I'm just saying that we would have fun with whatever we were doing. That's all. So I've invited him to come up here this summer if this whole COVID thing would chill out. It'd be awesome to go side by side with the Mavericks. But I'm sure we could find some trouble we could get into. I don't know. I'm not going to say what kind of things. But otherwise, to answer your question in a long-winded sort of way, no, I don't. I'm not big fans of YouTube. Kind of weird that I don't watch YouTube and yet I put up videos. But I couldn't really even tell you half the farming guys that are actually out there. I've heard that there's some people like the Welkers who like big butts, but that's all I know. And at first, there's a corn star guy. You know, that actually caught me off guard because when I first heard that, I thought it was something completely different. And I'm like, I don't know what the crap you guys are into, but that's weird. So, no. Mike, do you have Instagram? No, I don't. Do you have Facebook? No, I don't. What do you do for your social media? Do you have Snapchat? No, I don't. Well, then, Mike, what do you do? I just have my Patreon account. That's all I have. I upload my photos up there. I throw up little short videos up there. That's all I got. That's all I got, guys. The other question was, Mike, what type of crops do you grow up there? Well, typically we grow wheat, durum, which is a form of wheat, but more used for pasta, and canola, chickpeas, red lentils, and green lentils. Those are our major crops, of which we grow quite a bit of. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. A couple other questions real quick here. I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Mike, where's the red case quad tracks? You had them before. Why did you go John Deere if they won't pull? Well, I guess that is a very good question. We've been running case ever since I could pretty much drive. I grew up learning on a 9250, 9270 case tractor. We've been case for years and years and years. This is only my second year with a John Deere, you guys. John Deere tractor. This is only my second year. The case had given us a lot of mechanical issues, like apart from all their SCR faults. Like we've had engines go, transmissions go, rear ends pile up, drive lines pop off, you know, like major issues. And really at the end of the day, all it is we just wanted to try something different. That's it. Sometimes you just want to jump in your neighbor's pool naked. That's all you want to do. Sometimes you just see that pool there, you're like, well, I don't think he's home, I'm just going to jump in it. Well, this time I guess he was home. So, so here we are. But anyway, good question. Other question is, Mike, how come you don't title your YouTube videos to attract more views? Good question. Well, I'm not really into clickbait. I really dislike that. I'm not interested in that at all. I'm not trying to get a certain amount of views for video. I really don't care about that, to be honest with you guys. I love that you guys are watching them, that you guys are taking interest in what I do. I think that's awesome. But I'm not the kind of guy that has to have a certain amount of views or blah, 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 blah. Like, look at my video titles. The last one I just put up, it was like, what was it? Like, pull hard real good? Or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know. So, I like to do goofy things, and I like that you guys are following me around and that you take interest in what I do. But as far as subscribers, and I hope that you do like it, and I hope you do subscribe. But by no means do I take any identification in that at all. I'm a farmer, 100% farmer through and through. Love what I do, and wouldn't change it for the world. Well, I'm going to conclude this day with you guys. I'm going to conclude by trying to knock down that power pole in real life time. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to try and do that. Please try not to knock down power poles, everybody out there, okay? There's already been like 3 or 4 lines or something knocked down in our area, and not by us, but by some neighbors, I do believe. Every time I go home, I gotta reset the clock on the stove. I'm like, come on, guys! Every time I gotta reset the clock on the stove because of you guys. No, but all seriousness though, nobody was hurt. And that is the main thing. Make sure I don't actually knock down a power pole here. Oh, easy peasy. Hit my auto steer button. And away we go. But no. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And hopefully we can catch up some more videos here.